Oh God.
Hit stop.
Oh God. Oh God, no.
Try something new.
Oh. Huh?
Try something new this week.
Uh-oh. What the fuck?
I'm just playing the normal intro, so we'll hear it. We'll know where it's going through. Mostly because that I've been moving our start just a little bit back.
Nothing Pacific. Not specific.
Plus, it helps us keep the time in too.
Home of the hottest homeless guys.
Oh, so the fucking burp my face.
I might write more to that.
Huh?
I said I might write more to that. I'm thinking of. So, it is November the 20th on a Sunday.
Will be an interrogation?
And we are starting a new recording for episode 4 of the Nothing Pacific podcast, a non-specific podcast with Marty and me, Ibram.
Marty and me, Ebro. So there's 3? Just kidding.
So
If you haven't listened to our previous podcast, you might want to go back and just see what we're about. Even though Ebro for Hammerstone is fucking up this podcast already. Ooh, lovely.
yeah, no, my wife is messaging me.
Your
Yeah,
wife is messaging you?
Yeah, after I told her, she's like, "Hey, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Recording what? A podcast.
The goddamn podcast lady. Oh, she's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fucking it all up. But no, if you've never heard our podcast, you can listen to the other episodes, or you can start here. You can kind of start anywhere, as long as if you listen to episode 1, you gotta listen to episode 2. But it's not really that important, so we're just gonna keep going anyway, because there's really nothing specific about what we're talking about. A lot of times it's just us winging it because we don't really know what we're doing, but we're trying. That's what's important.
I believe you pronounced that incorrectly. It's nothing Pacific.
I don't care what I said.
You said nothing specific. You said it correctly.
I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I'm full. I'm just ready to
It's
start
nothing Pacific. Sorry.
Anyways,
Intense.
so
You told me to bring the thunder. You're lucky I don't have alcohol involved. I've been fucking shaking my microphone already.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I did,
at home.
but it's.
Sleeping
Did
coffin.
you see Black Panther yet?
God damn it, man. No, I heard that Rihanna did a pretty good song to the intro to the new one.
To the new one?
Yeah, where they...
I didn't know that was her. I wouldn't have known anyway, but the new one is good. I
Yeah.
can see why Danya cried.
cried.
Well, like, yeah, it's
Stop crying.
like there's some parts that kind of hit you in the feels. You're like, oh, this is a race war movie.
Oh, I forgot you went and saw it.
Yeah, I went and saw that like right after we finished recording last week.
Yeah.
I went to the Violet Crown down in the rail yard.
Ah.
So they had like expensive beers and expensive fucking hot dogs. I paid $11 for a hot dog.
You paid $11 fucking for a hot dog?
With fries that came with truffle oil.
All
The
right.
fries were pretty fucking good.
Alright, I guess that makes up for the $11.
No, not at all. The hot dog wasn't good enough for $11. Like they loaded it up like a Chicago dog, but it's I don't think I'd pay $11 for that thing again.
That's a lot of lettuce, man. That's a lot of lettuce for that hot dog.
Yeah, and it wasn't that great. It was just kind of like,
Chili dog.
I spent money on this.
I spent money on this. Fuck.
But no, I did see the new Black Panther. It was pretty cool. This is probably the coolest race war movie you're gonna see.
Race war movie.
Yeah,
Race
man.
wars.
They got African nationals fighting water Mexicans.
Jesus.
That's mostly the movie.
Huh. A lot of fighting for a send-off movie to the actor. Gruesome.
No, not really. Nothing like that.
Was it like 300 where they show blood and gore? And
No, there's no blood, and there's like one part of the movie where it's like, okay, we kind of needed blood for that, but
See, I'm gonna need more to a movie to go watch it. I can't just.
okay. So
I need some.
I'm just gonna spoil the whole movie, but
Spoiler alert.
so Chadwick Boseman's dead, so they send him off saying Black Panther's dead. T'Challa died.
They do like the Vikings and put him
No.
on a boat and set it on fire.
No, they put him in a big vibranium coffin, and a spaceship comes and sucks it up and then flies away.
What?
Wakanda's got flying ships, man.
Really?
With tractor beams and shit.
Laser beam sucking.
No, it's tractor beams because they go and they like suck it up into the ship, and then they go drop it off where they bury their kings and shit.
You know,
Anyways.
the more you describe this movie, the more I do not want to watch it.
That's
Like,
well, it's one of those things like if you're excited about the one before, like it wasn't like a great movie, but it's still a really good movie for what it was, then yeah, go see it. This like cleans up some of the details and it brings things back from the first one, like Killmonger, who's dead, and it's basically like, oh, we couldn't save him in time because he hid his disease from us for so long, kind of like how Chadwick Boseman did with his cancer, and so everybody's upset, and then fucking people are looking for vibranium outside of Wakanda. Americans find it. Namor comes to Wakanda and says like, hey, these guys are like sniffing around in our shit. You guys didn't know we exist, but we've been around since like the Spanish first came to America. So you all need to figure this shit out and go kill the fucking person.
Right now.
You got to go kill the person that built this machine that can build vibranium. And they're like, cool, let's go to America. We're gonna go to MIT. We're gonna find the scientist. The scientist is Riri Williams, Ironheart.
Are they like the investigators for
No, it's the
Chuck and Larry? Remember the guy that's going through the trash can?
No.
For their stuff.
No, they asked Martin Freeman. I don't know if that's the character's name or no, that's the actor's name, Martin Freeman. They ask him. He tells Shuri and Okoye, one of the king's bodyguards. They go to America. They talk to this girl. Like, well, you got to come to Wakanda. So they do. Bring her to Wakanda. Americans are like fighting with them, trying to get them back. The Atlanteans are trying to fucking kill her and everything else because they're hidden, and once people started looking for vibranium, then they'll know they exist. Blah blah.
Lost, man. I'm sorry.
I'm literally breaking down the movie to you as it happened.
I know, I'm fucking lost though. There's some spaceships going on.
It's a lot of sci-fi fighting. They introduce Namor. They tell his backstory, why he's Mesoamerican and not Atlantean like the original, and like, okay, that makes sense why you're Mexican. And that why you've been hiding and why nobody's heard of you guys yet and blah blah blah. So they go through the movie, they end up fighting, they nearly kick Namor's ass. He says Imperious Rex because that's his fucking catchphrase, but it's really confusing coming out of a Mexican guy's mouth when it's supposed to be like a Greek person. So weird, but
now you're just gonna give me a seizure.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
I'm gonna have a fucking seizure.
I sat there in the theaters like Imperious Rex. Why do I know that? Why is he saying that? And I was just confused, and I had to look it up. It's like, why does he say this? Oh, it's Namor's catchphrase. It's like, oh yeah, that definitely doesn't work in any situation anymore.
Right now, I'm looking out that goddamn window, and this guy's fucking struggling with the gate. Oh yeah, I guess he got it.
Oh. But yeah, and then and then the movie ends more or less.
Oh.
But like, you want to go see bad guys do good guy stuff, and a character have a emotional arc. It's okay. It's pretty good.
Huh.
It's a good Marvel movie.
I'm still waiting for the fucking movie where the bad guy wins.
That happens tons of movies.
Where?
Megamind.
Oh my god, a children's movie.
Oh, you mean in like another like a big action movie? Those are called reality, usually biographies and stuff.
Reality TV.
Yeah, where the bad guy wins. Because how does Wendy Williams exist? How does My 600-Pound Life exist? How does that fucking...
Those are the real winners in life.
They're definitely the bad guys in life too. It's like, you're a massive piece of shit and they gave you a TV show because you're a massive piece of shit.
Get off the couch, lazy.
I wasn't even talking about My 600-Pound Life.
That...
It's like Tequila. Fucking, she got famous from Facebook. Got her own dating show where it was men and women, and then she apparently had a head injury and became a Nazi.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
all in a week.
That's kind of a wild turn for some people. And then you see Kanye, and it's like, no, I guess I can see how.
What's going on with Kanye? Everybody's fucking hating him right now.
He said a bunch of anti-Semitic shit, dude.
Really? Also,
yeah, like
Elon Musk. Everybody's going after Elon Musk right now.
Because Elon Musk is a fucking idiot.
And then everybody knows that, but yet now
no, they don't. That's the problem. People don't know that. People fucking sitting there just, I love Elon Musk. He's going to take us to space. He invented the Tesla. He didn't do that.
He did accomplish sending 2 guys to space, or 5 guys into space with a dildo. I will admit that. Looks like a giant dick shot off.
Really not that great.
Pretty funny.
And then now he's blowing up a fucking company from, like, just completely destroying a company.
Why?
Because he's an idiot.
What a dick.
He bought Twitter to fix things. He fired tons of people, got rid of like this 2-step verification thing where He removed that because he thought it was bloatware. It's like, yeah, that's 20%. That's what's making Twitter slow down in different countries. So they removed it, and now people that have logged out under that can't log back in. The blue checkmark thing, which let anybody become verified, decided to, well, hey, let's just pretend to be a fucking famous company or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's been pretty fun to watch, though. Like I've seen a few Reddit threads of all the companies and all their fake feeds and stuff, like Bush saying I miss killing Iraqis, the Chiquita banana thing, like we haven't overthrown a government, fucking that insulin companies said, hey, insulin's free now, and their fucking stocks crashed.
Insulin's free now. Jesus.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that need that. For real.
I don't think that's something to brag about.
I'm not bragging, I'm just saying they need it.
Yeah.
A lot.
These poor sweet sugar people.
Sugar hounding people. Dude, I'm diabetic. I'm type 2, not insulin based, but
I'm not.
Not there yet.
Okay, so type 1 is where you need to get injections of insulin?
Yeah, insulin.
Okay,
injections.
now is that the one you can earn by eating too much? Or is that the one you just kind of...
Type 2 is the one where you eat too much and your pancreas is like, I'm going to take a fucking break.
Pause it.
And we're back.
Okay.
Live.
So that's
the bunker.
the type 1 you need the shot.
Yeah, type 1 needs the shot. Type 2 is your pancreas is bitching out on you.
But I thought that's why they needed the shot.
Nah.
Because your pancreas makes insulin, right?
Yeah, your pancreas secretes insulin into your bloodstream so that way all the good stuff happens. But sometimes your pancreas can give ass on its own.
Uh-huh.
And it'll work sometimes, but it won't work others. So that's why you have to take medication to get that sugar.
But it's not insulin they're taking.
Not insulin.
It's a different medication.
Yeah. So type 1 is all when your pancreas quits altogether.
Oh, okay.
And you have to fend for yourself with insulin. So,
Hmm.
life's a bitch sometimes, but it's alright.
I guess it's better than getting pancreatic cancer. People die from that.
Very much better. Like colon cancer, dude. Colon cancer would suck. You'd have doctors constantly looking at your ass all day.
I think after a moment, you just don't care. It's like, hey, give me the gas. Knock me out, baby.
So I told my wife, if I ever get to the point where I can't wipe my own ass or function in life, I'm just going to take a handful of sleeping pills and call it a day. I'm not going to be a burden on them.
What is the nicest way to
Put Dad in the wheelchair and let's take him to Disneyland. I'm going to be a burden the whole fucking way. Grumpy as fuck in a wheelchair.
Like, I can't go on the rides. They make me get out of my chair.
I was saying I don't want to be a burden on them. It's not claiming I'm suicidal. I'm just saying it's a way out because I don't want to fuck up other people's lives.
Yeah. I mean...
Not to like 80. Or my other plan in life is when I'm 60. Did I ever tell you about that plan? If my wife is still with me, it won't happen. But if she's not with me and my kids move out and grow up and they're on their own, I'm going to sell everything in my life. Everything. Like house, cars, as much money as I can get. I'm going to buy an expensive ass fast car like a GTR.
And then go right into a wall?
I'm going to start in California. And I am just going to gas it until the cops either catch me or I run out of gas. Like, which they will catch me.
That'd be fun if you get like right out of town and you run out of gas for some reason. And you're just like,
yeah.
Oh, I guess my little trip's over.
Gas leak or something in my car. You made it 8 miles, sir.
Oh, they didn't tell you supercars burn through gas.
Yeah. But I'm going to like rig the car to have extra gas tanks so I travel longer. And then I'm just going to, once I pull out that gas station, I'm filled 0 to 100 in fucking 4 seconds and I'm gone.
I've had dreams like
Red
that.
lights, green lights, blue lights, it's all fucking getting run nonstop. Either I'm going to go out one way or I'm going to go out another. Or I'll see you in jail. Just put
That'd be the worst part is like, I got away for so long and then I got arrested sleeping.
Yeah, took a nap. Well, there's other alternatives that I don't want to say on the podcast that I'm going to do to keep myself awake.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, go big or go home, I guess.
That's it, man.
It's like
This is my last hurrah.
like if you're gonna rob a bank and you know you're not gonna like succeed, like this is how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna wear fake plate carriers with no actual armor in it.
The cops are like, "Oh my God, he's got plate carriers," and they melt you with the 9s that they have.
That'd be worse.
It's
like you guys didn't even try.
Should have been the best. It's fake. Saw that shit on fucking Cheaper Than Dirt. She knew.
Cheaper than dirt. What, YouTube?
You never see Cheaper Than Dirt?
Uh-uh.
It's a business. They sell all like military equipment and stuff for dirt cheap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, you're gonna buy it or a Wish Kevlar.
Give me a Wish jacket.
I'm gonna get some Wish Kevlar and do something.
Make it all out of cardboard. Like, have you ever seen Beer Warriors?
Yeah.
The fucking helmets and swords and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go out like that, but I'm gonna paint it to look real.
What's the robot's name from that Fox show? What is it? Bender.
Okay, it's gonna
Bender
say
from,
that's a wide area.
What is it? Futurama?
Yeah,
Futurama. Right? Bender. One of my buddies made a Bud Light box like outfit like Bender.
Nice.
It's amazing. The cans with the legs and everything, like the silver parts. He looked exactly like Bender.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty fucking amazing. I told him, like, how long did you spend on this costume? He's like, it was only like 8 hours. Like, you spent 8 hours on a goddamn costume, really? That's insane.
I mean, it's like cosplayers, man. There's a lot that goes into good cosplay. And not just like the hot girls and everything. That still is a lot to do, but just like the full costumes or like Star Wars stuff. Not the shit people have bought online, but people have like gone out and like made their own shit. Like I saw Samurai Darth Vader the other day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was pretty sick with the full horns on the helmet and everything. The little armor dress, and it looked pretty fucking sick.
Jesus.
I went to the Albuquerque Comic Con once.
I haven't been to that one. I want to go.
It was at like the Marriott Edgewood or whatever.
Yeah.
The green one. But it was like $40 or something. That was like the first year The Walking Dead was out, so they were doing a panel. I met Peter Mayhew, the original Chewbacca. We missed Billy D. Williams. He was there the day before. We were gonna get him to like sign some Colt 45 fucking 40s, because it was like some special anniversary thing, and he had his picture on the inside. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
And then my buddy got his face painted. We went through all the booths and stuff, looking at the toys, the video games, comics, cool shit you only see at like different cons, like horror stuff, like toys you're never gonna see unless they're online, the busts, everything. Shit was fucking cool.
The Comic-Con in Milwaukee, like about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
They had one in Milwaukee.
Had Stan Lee in it. At Buffalo Thunder.
Didn't Stan Lee die 4 years ago?
Like, it was like 4, a little bit longer, probably a bit longer.
It was right before he died. It was the day before.
Yeah, he was.
He's like, I'm going to go to Milwaukee first, and then I'm just going to die.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Milwaukee, live out my term, and I'm done. No, he.
You know they were stealing his blood before he died?
They were what?
His family was stealing his blood, apparently.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like, right before he died, like, his family started, like, doing all kinds of stuff with his business and expensive. Stealing his blood was kind of the weird thing to come out of that. They're going to resurrect him? Maybe.
Reconstruct him.
Or they're going to say, oh, we signed this in Stan's blood. Blah, blah, blah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, apparently Kevin Smith got involved and everything. Yeah. It was crazy.
I'm going to sign this in blood. Stan Lee's blood. Jesus
Well, that's like
Christ.
it's like the original Kiss comics. They all donated like a pint of blood or something so that the blood was in the ink and shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Pretty hardcore. But what were you saying about Milwaukee?
No, they had Stan Lee at that Comic-Con. I was supposed to go, but I wanted to wait for my daughter for the next day because she couldn't go that Saturday, so it was Sunday. But Stan Lee wasn't there on Sundays.
I would have told you, fuck whatever you got going, kid. We're gonna go see Stan Lee, or I'm gonna go see Stan Lee.
That was like my one shot, and I didn't see him.
God,
it sucks. I guess there wasn't very many people in Milwaukee going to it too. Like, I bought some first edition X-Men's though. They're in my gun safe.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The comic book shop I go to in Santa Fe, Big Adventure Comics. Awesome dude works there. They have a few original Secret Wars, the ones with Spider-Man in the black suit for the first time. They got like 4 or 5 of those.
Oh shit.
But like not for the same copy, like the series of which he was in them. And then a few of the original X-Men, like I think the first one, not the first one. 5 or 6, I don't remember which ones. They're like all the notable ones that aren't number ones that are worth a lot of money. They have those on display in the store.
One of my buddies, we went to the Comic-Con a couple of years after that. Actually, no, it's been longer. It was like 8 years ago that Comic-Con went on because it was
Probably
2 years after. It was way long ago. Like 2 years after we had went to the Comic-Con. We dropped by on Sunday. We had some free time. and he bought some of the first edition prints for Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the old Eastman Laird ones, the black and white ones?
Yeah, he bought some old prints from those. Those are legit because the guy that made the Ninja Turtles or invented it,
Eastman and Laird.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh, it was probably Laird because Eastman doesn't show up, I think, is what I've heard. One of the two isn't involved with them anymore.
All I know is they had the COAs and all that good stuff with them.
That's pretty cool.
His wife almost fucking killed him because he spent a pretty penny on those ones. Like,
I bet, dude.
He whipped out his bank card and was like, hold on, let me go get cash and I'll pay the rest in card.
Well, it's like, have you ever seen the original drawing that started it? It's Michelangelo, but he's got like nunchucks taped to his hands and he's like an actual turtle who's standing up to the arm.
Yeah, what was I watching the other night where that popped up and I was pretty shocked at that.
Toys Who Made Us?
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's where I first saw it, or the second time I saw it. First time I saw it was at the Albuquerque Comic Con because they had like reprints of the original, but like poster sized almost. They're awesome.
You know what I really want to go to in California? Alien Con.
What is Alien Con?
Alien Con is all the guys and everybody from Ancient Aliens. Go in the big ass fucking convention center in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody with their alien stories and shit. And they have the meet and greet there with them. It's like, I think it's like $800 to get the meet and greet passes for the whole crew from Ancient Aliens. Jesus. And then I can introduce my daughter to her real father, the guy with the fucked up hair. That's what my wife tells her all the time. That's your real dad.
Jeez.
Doctor, what is his name? Doctor.
Fucking who knows.
He's the one with the fucked up hairdo that sticks out like Einstein.
You ever see All Gas No Brakes?
No.
It's now Channel 5 News. It's by this guy Andrew Callahan, and he goes around and more or less just interviews crazy people. But
sounds like amazing.
It's more or less letting them interview themselves to say it's like yeah, and then just lets them talk. He did a Donald Trump Jr. book signing. Those people are fucking out there. He did one of those spiritual cons with fairies and rocks and shit. He did the Raid Area 51 thing. He was in some of the riots in Seattle, I think. I don't remember. Like the Antifa riots. Like he actually went and met. Like that one he did really well because he was meeting, like, these are the rioters, these are the protesters. It was very clear who was who.
Yeah.
He does a bunch of stuff like that. Like,
did you ever see like the Jimmy Kimmel episodes where they ask people questions on the side of the street?
Yeah, they're called.
They're like, "What's your?"
Called Man on the Streets.
Yeah, it's like, "What's your password to your computer?" She's like, I can't tell you." But I can tell you it's my dog's name and my date of birth. And then they start talking and they're like, well, what's your dog's name? And it's like Petey. And she's
Jesus.
like, oh, okay. She's like, did you go to high school? They're like, did you go to high school? And she's like, yeah. What year did you graduate? Oh, in 05. What's your birthday? You look young. And then she says her birthday and they got the passwords like that. It's fucking hilarious. So that's
how phishing emails works, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That's why you don't answer questions online about yourself.
Yeah.
But
valuable information.
Well, talking about famous people, guess who died?
Oh fuck! We're back to this section again.
Every week somebody dies, man.
Who died now?
The Green Ranger, Tommy.
Really?
The original Green Ranger died
Drugs.
last year. They said it looks like suicide, but he was 49.
How? Tommy? I thought Tommy was the White Ranger.
He was. He was originally the Green Ranger, became the White Ranger, became the Gold Ranger, that came back as gold, black, and one of the Green Rangers,
Why
I think,
does
at some
that fucker have
point.
multiple colors of Rangers?
Because he's come back for other series.
I like the Black Ranger.
Zach?
Yeah.
The original Black Ranger with the axe and the Mastodon, he was fucking cool.
Yeah, that's the legit one. Zordon. I remember Zordon. That little fucking... What was Zordon?
He is... he's an alien from another planet, and the reason why he lives in there is in the tube is to keep him alive forever or something.
Oh, the tube. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, the head.
Okay.
Him and Alpha 5.
Oh, okay.
Or Alpha 6, whichever it was. Because one of them got blown up in the show, and I don't remember which one.
Dude, I miss the effects that when they used to fight the creatures.
Oh, the sparks would come off anytime they kind of... That'd be fucking cool, man.
Those are legit effects, man.
Which is weird. The putties are made out of putty. Why are they sparking? What is in that putty?
You see when they're in the dinosaur outfit and they're like doing weird steps because they're fighting each other, but it's just...
Oh, you mean the Zord? The Zord's like, and they're like Rubber Suit Godzilla?
Yeah, those are...
Or Ultraman or Gamera or any of those movies. Those things are fucking awesome, man.
I think every teenager at that era had a crush on the Pink Ranger.
Dude, I was like 5 and I had a crush on the Pink Ranger.
Right. What is it? Whatever happened to her?
She still acts. She was
Really?
Her and Tommy actually. It's not their real names. I don't remember
Not
their real
Tommy
names.
anymore.
It's Jason something or another.
Jason.
But Jason was also the name of the Red Ranger, so whatever. Anyways, they were both like in the post credits of the last Power Rangers movie.
Huh.
The Green Ranger was doing MMA at some point
Really?
too. Yeah, but he shows up all the time in all the different seasons. The original Yellow Ranger died in a car accident. I don't know what happened to the original Zach.
So much for being a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Billy was bullied so much that he quit the show because he was gay. The Blue Ranger. Yeah, he was bullied for being gay in the 90s.
Billy was bullied. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that he was the nerd, too. It's like, oh, man, that
Strike
sucks.
2 and 3 right there, brother.
That sucks, dude. I liked you. He was the best one. And he stayed on for, like, a few other series, too. Or at least a few seasons.
What other fucking cartoons do you remember when you were younger? Like, I remember watching Transformers in the cartoon.
The original cartoon, the 80s cartoon,
Yep.
and the movie with Galvatron and Unicron, and they kill fucking,
Omicron.
well, Optimus Prime, and then they made the Beast Wars cartoon and all the millions of other Transformers cartoons.
Do you remember
Savage Dragon, fucking RoboCop, and
Bonkers?
Bonkers, yeah.
Bonkers?
You remember Marsupilami? It was kind of like Bonkers. Like, it was a marsupial, though, but same color scheme.
Ah,
It was around the same time because that's when they had the Crash Dummy Show, Marsupilami, Bonkers, because Bonkers was a cop.
he's a fucked up cop.
So this is probably around 95 because Madden 95 was out. I'm remembering this all from one weekend I stayed at my uncle's because he had Madden 95 on the NES. What else? I think this is a few years before the Knights of Tir-na-nog, which is like called something else. Big Bad Beetleborgs, Angry Beavers, Rugrats, fucking Hey Arnold, Hey Dude, Roundhouse, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Hey, dude, I forgot about that show.
Hey Dude.
Hey, dude.
Pete and Pete, which is a fucking awesome show. That's one I really liked. It was one of the only shows I would watch that wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah.
Was Pete and Pete. Because it was almost like a cartoon.
Remember fucking Ed
Rocco.
and Eddie when they came out?
Ed, and Eddie,
Modern Life?
Rocco's Modern Life. I remember a lot of the Cartoon Network shows when they premiered on Oh Yeah Cartoons.
Yeah.
Because they would show you 3 clips, and then eventually, like, okay, these ones did good. Boom, Powerpuff Girls. Boom, fucking
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parent. Well, there was some, because, no, Oh Yeah Cartoons was on Nickelodeon, but you had Cartoon on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Monkey, Dexter's Lab, Billy and Mandy, Powerpuff Girls, those all came from Cartoon. And Oh Yeah Cartoon had Chalk Zone, Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, I think.
Do you remember Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
That was a good show, but the computer games sucked.
Yep.
And not because they were hard, but it was because they were hard. They're hard. If you didn't know anything, like now, I'd fucking run shit on those games. Just bam, 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 bam. I know where that bitch is at. Give me your hat.
Yeah. Run that shit, bitch. You know what I mean? That's terrible.
Shouldn't say that. It sounds unnatural. So natural.
Run that shit. Run it.
But no, that's. What
I
else was
remember all
there?
the fucking old school shows.
I sometimes nostalgia things kick up on like TikTok or whatever, and they were talking about Roundhouse.
Yeah.
Because I guess a lot of people don't remember it. That was basically the first sketch show before all that. But it was all teenagers, not so much as like kids and whatever.
Yeah.
But they had like these big major bands on too. But shit, all that did. They had TLC, Ice Cube, Ray J before he was Ray J, and his cousin Brandy or sister Brandy, whoever it was.
Brandy made him famous.
Sister. Fucking smart
Sister,
guy.
sister,
Proud
Roger.
family.
Roger. Fucking-
Roger. Who's Roger? Oh, yeah.
Roger's the dude that was always hitting on him.
Yeah, and then eventually he does get with him because he gets hot or whatever.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper, you remember that one?
Yeah.
That was a classic.
Well, it's like My Wife and Kids.
Yeah, my wife and kids
Damon
by far
Wayans.
hands down funniest show ever.
That is a show I would watch religiously. That
Yeah.
and like the George Lopez show, you're like, this is
Yeah.
a good one. This is not a good one. But
George
it's still-
Lopez show is pretty fucking funny.
You know he's got a new show out too, right?
No, I didn't.
I don't remember what it's called.
Dude, I haven't watched TV since like 8 years ago. 7
That
years
sounds boring.
ago. No, I'm busy fucking doing everything.
Lopez versus Lopez is what it's called.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah. No, I like actual like live broadcast television. I didn't really watch for a long time,
Yeah.
and then
You used to watch the shit out of
I don't know what
Wheel of
happened. Like
Jeopardy.
I think it was around the time they introduced the new. They said there was going to be a new season of the X-Files, like season 9 or 10 or whatever.
Scully.
It was just one season, so I went back and watched from beginning to end plus the movie, the first 8 seasons.
Do you know what show is really good?
Supernatural,
No.
because I did the
Girls.
same thing after that.
Good Girls.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen season 3 yet. With the girl from Mad Men, the little tiny girl that was in a bunch of Disney shows.
Yeah.
The fucking. I don't remember who the other lady is.
Dude,
No. Yeah, I did the black lady. What else was she in?
Well, she's in all kinds of
I
shit.
know, but I feel bad not. I knew the little tiny one was on Disney, so it makes me feel bad. I only know that out of there. But what about Good Girls?
Season 3, it fucking gets deep, bro. Like,
Yeah, because the second season they were making counterfeits by the end, right?
Yeah, they're still making counterfeits, but the plot gets deeper. I don't want to ruin it for you. I'll let you watch it. It's a pretty bad.
There's a lot of shows that have not gone to Parks and Rec. That's what it
Parks
was.
and Rec, yeah.
Fucking goddamn it.
Yeah. But, yeah, it gets deeper, like with the strip club and all that stuff. It gets pretty more hardcore, more killing and stuff. It's crazy.
Are they on season 5 or are they about to start season 5?
They're canceled, actually. They're not going to continue.
Fuck, I don't want.
So,
I'm already invested at this point. It's
I
kind
know,
of like.
just finish it off, man, because it ends pretty well. Like,
Does it end not as a cliffhanger, but like as a maybe this isn't gonna suck anymore, or maybe we can end the show and be fine.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's what other shows have I watched like on Netflix? Like, I don't even know.
The Witcher, Lock and Key, Space Dogs.
All the fucking vacation movies are on there. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
That's
You know, they're gonna release a remaster of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with an hour of deleted scenes.
Oh shit.
That movie's already pretty long, or at least it drags on really long in certain parts.
Yeah.
Though it's a fucking awesome movie.
Do you know what another awesome movie is?
The dirty fucking cheap ripoff Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach
Yeah.
Galifianakis.
That one's pretty funny.
It is.
But I watched another good movie is Menace to Society. I watched that.
Oh,
I
shit, I
watched
haven't seen that in a
again.
while.
I watched it again the other night. That was pretty dope. Like that movie never gets old. I can watch that movie all the
Menace to Society, Drinking Juice in the Hood, right? Not, or am I thinking
It's
of?
based off of it. Well,
No, that's the whole name.
Yeah, don't be a menace or.
Don't be a
It's
menace.
just Menace to Society, but the other one is Don't Be a Menace to
That's what-
Society. While
okay.
Drinking Your Juice in the Hood.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
the remake of it. Menace to Society.
It's a spoof movie. It's not a remake. If that was a remake, it was like, yeah, we went in a different direction.
If they did a remake, it's like a whole different remake. Like we went it off.
They made a new House Party movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, House Party 1 and 2 were probably
The only person I know that's in it is Andrew Santino.
Oh, shit.
But
Kid Play.
there's a trailer out for it though,
Huh.
and that'll be on Netflix, I think. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
probably.
I
Kid
probably
Play
won't
was
watch it
pretty
though.
That's-
I didn't really care for the for the Kid and Play movies, man. House Party 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I never
Like the first one is good, but after that it's kind of like
3 and 4 were pretty lame. But House Party 2, when he was in school, he changed out with them because he didn't want them to know who he was.
yeah.
And so that one's probably my favorite right there. I watched that one nonstop. But yeah. Right. I need something to drink.
And
Where's
that's
the piano?
now it's time for a break.
Sorry, man. I almost fucked that up for you.
We're fine. We're back with terrible music.
Keyboard. Play us a song. Play us a fucking song right now.
I don't know how to play
That has
Yeah.
Some Beverly Hills Cop shit in there. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it sounded like the Doors.
That was another good movie. Beverly Hills Cop.
I can't remember. Can't remember it. Goddamn.
So he had the boombox with a fucking rocket launcher. Remember when he's trying to figure out how it works and keeps shooting rockets and machine guns and shit? It's amazing.
I haven't seen that.
It's fucking classic.
I haven't seen that movie since around the first time I saw Last Action Hero, probably.
Since Red Bull's not sponsoring people, I want to give a shout out to Doritos.
They're not sponsoring either.
Doritos aren't sponsoring either. Fuck you two. Never mind.
I like Doritos, but Doritos are always those things like I eat too many of them and then throw up.
I'm gonna spit these goddamn Doritos out just because they're not gonna sponsor us.
Okay, so is there any specific subject you want to talk about?
Not really.
Like any piece of news, any movie you saw, any music you just learned existed, or maybe you learned you've been doing something wrong for a long time.
Oh, I'll just take a drink of my beer.
Yeah, your 7-Up beer.
Whatever, bro. Don't expose me.
I mean, you could have called it 7 and 7, and you would be only half living.
I just got a hangover just fucking thinking of 7 and 7. Secret 7 and fucking 7-Up.
I hate gin.
That's my mom's favorite drink.
Like when you drink vodka, you're like, okay, this is gonna like kind of suck. To be like syrupy rubbing alcohol. Gin has like an extra funky taste to it. I'm not a fan.
I'll tell you guys a random story, but story probably you have to be there to understand it.
Then what's the point in telling it?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was going to tell you a story.
I was going to tell you a story, but I'm not going to tell you a story. I'm just going to tease the fact that this is a story that makes me giggle deep down inside, and you won't get it while I'm giggling.
Don't judge the ego.
I mean, you could have just told the fucking story.
No, I wouldn't have got it.
Okay. God.
I don't know why I said that out loud.
You don't know that. Maybe somebody deep down is like, I know what he's talking about. I've been there. I've lived that life. I'm about it.
I'm about it.
So yeah, like I was saying, I went to Joanne's earlier to eat with my parents, my sister, and my niece. And I got the half plate of chili relleno, and I'm full as fuck. And I'm sleepy.
You ever eaten at Piccolino's in Santa Fe?
No, what's that?
It's an Italian restaurant. Absolute fucking fire. I got the Brooklyn pasta. Mm-hmm. I even fucking wanted to talk like Brooklyn for a while, huh?
Yeah.
But it was fucking good. It has Italian sausage with penne pasta and like tomato sauce and stuff. Kind of like spaghetti, just with penne pasta. But the Italian sausage was on point.
Have you ever gone to the Italian place here, the Blue Heron Cafe? It's like right by the office, the Family Dollar. They've got really good pizza. They go their beers through the Santa Fe Brewing Company, but I got some beef stroganoff from them. It was real creamy. The mushrooms were just right.
Dude, I'm fucking hungry. Not cool, man.
You ever watch cooking videos before bed?
Dude, you ever watch Uncle, what the fuck is his name on YouTube? Uncle Tom?
No, but that sounds super racist.
No, Uncle Tom. He's an Asian dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
He goes, hi,
Yeah, that dude. I see his shit on TikTok more than anything, but I like watching those videos, just critiquing the shit out of everybody. It's like, why the fuck could you do that?
He fucking hammers them, especially when they do something wrong. He's like, and he keeps saying, hi, through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
That's the beauty of catchphrases, man. You remember it locks you in.
Booyah shaka.
I like to say America after I fart. You fart and everybody looks at you and you just go, America.
America will run off. Dude, one time my wife was pregnant with our little one.
Oh, she wasn't pregnant more than once with your little one?
Oh, God damn it. Well, when you say it like that. No, but, you know when the little one turns in the belly like that, it presses on organs inside your stomach.
Yeah, it makes her fart, makes her have to go pee, whatever.
Well, she was in the aisle one day, and it was funny because she was all the way at the end of the aisle, and I had just walked around the corner. Her and the lady are standing there, and the baby moves, and she farts all sick, and she looks at the lady with disgust, and just walks away. Probably the funniest shit I've ever seen. I was like, why did you look at her like that? And she's like, she obviously farted. And she, that was you. I heard it come from you. And she just looks at her with disgust and goes, oh, and walks away. It was amazing. My daughter did that one day.
Farted?
She sat in the aisle and she let one out really loud. And there was a guy standing there and he looked at her and she goes, what, everybody does it? And she walks off. I'm just standing there in shock of an awkward fucking situation. And then I'm like, have a good day.
It's like, off. Sorry I raised that fucking monster.
Yeah, you evil child.
God.
I wanted to take her to the car and tell her I was very disappointed.
You made me look bad in the worst possible way.
Oh, it's nothing, dude. When my oldest, when I took her to Walmart with me, and she was a very energetic child. She'd jump up and down, do stupid shit. And one day she kicked a fucking battery rack and knocked over all the batteries throughout the whole fucking thing. There was like 200 battery packs laying on the floor. And she goes, am I going to get in trouble? I said, no. And I saw the first worker. I said, hey, somebody knocked that battery rack over there, and we walked off.
Jesus Christ. You're a fucking piece of shit.
I'm not going to own up to my daughter doing that shit. That's not my daughter.
That's when you just say, like, no, you're not going to get in trouble, but you need to pick all this shit up and put it back. Fuck.
200 batteries, dude, you're in a hurry.
Yeah, I would fucking have done it.
I blamed it on someone else. Here's the guy out there where the worker confronted you. I apologize.
God. That's terrible.
It was a spur of the moment thing.
I was at a gas station. We were getting our morning hot dogs and Cokes and whatever else. Bunny Donnie fucking drops his drink. The big ass styrofoam one all over the floor. I was like, come on, man, let's go find a mop or whatever. And he's like, no, that's what people here work for. Is like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's like, yeah, that's what they get paid. They get paid to do this. It's like, you're a piece of shit. It's like, who fuck does that?
Yeah, when I drop something in the liquid status, I make sure I own it and clean it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I fucked up. Can I please clean this up?
These workers aren't my parents. I apologize.
Yeah.
Like, I feel pretty shitty when I do shit like that. But if it's like batteries where it's not going to...
That shit's a pain in the ass to put up, man. Because there's like a million little slots.
It saves the dude from hanging out in the fucking back, not doing anything anyway.
I'd rather hang out in the back and not do anything.
Dude,
fuck dealing with people.
When I worked at
people
Walmart,
knock batteries off shelves and blame other people. It's like, yeah, somebody did that.
When I worked at Walmart, I would look for those shit jobs like that, so I'd just spend the rest of my day doing that.
That's terrible. That's one thing where like you give yourself the task, but when somebody else like just fucks something out, it's like, yeah, I didn't do that.
It's karma, dude. I
saw you, sir, from across the store.
I saw you knock over all that makeup. I'll take care of this. And for the next 3.5 hours, I am there picking up makeup.
Fuck that.
Because every time the bosses walk by, they'd see you doing.
Oh, look how busy he is. I bet he just comes through, knocks everything off, and do it again.
I got fucking employee of the month for that shit.
Jesus Christ.
The loophole in the job world, if you guys want.
I've never been anywhere that actually gives out an employee of the month. And if they do, it's like I'm never there long enough for it to make a difference.
I worked at a local casino and I wanted a supervisor of the quarter. And they gave me my picture and a certificate and everything. I walked out and I threw it in the trash. Fuck you and your job.
It's like, yeah, thanks for... you gave me a certificate for being a dick. Thank you. Yeah. That's what everybody in the world needs.
Actually, I was a pretty good supervisor. I got my crew that vouches for me. They're pretty good.
If you're pretty good, that means you're kind of a dick.
No.
Because you make people do their job.
Well, they were adults and they did it themselves. That's why I just never did.
I didn't have to do anything, and they gave me a certificate.
when they fucked up, I had to write them up and shit. That was the second part of the job, but it's part of the territory.
Yeah, I guess. That's the part where you're a dick.
But I wouldn't sit there and fucking micromanage like some people.
Yeah.
It's just, I trust you to do your job. Get it done. Let's fucking move on with our lives.
That's why I just show up to work, man. Come in, I do what I can, and then I go home.
That's it.
And if you ask me to stay overtime, maybe.
Maybe. Depends if I don't have any alcohol to drink.
I prefer to call it something else to do.
Something else?
I've got something else to do after work.
I'm sorry, I got something else to do. I want to be
it's
like,
very precise planning. I know how long it's going to take me to get drunk, how many drinks it's going to take, including food.
Like that, dude, I'm not going to obstruct you from doing that.
It's like you have your alcoholism on lock. As long as you show up to work in the morning, who gives a fuck?
As long as the alcohol's under control and you have it strategically planned, I have no issues.
You gotta plan more for drinking than you do for taking care of a child sometimes. Yeah. You got a baby, just throw him in the crib. Throw some pork chops in there. He's good to go.
I went to my parents' house last night, and my mom had made fucking ribs. And sat down and was watching live PD.
Yeah.
This fucking dude took out running from the cops, ran through a bunch of open doors, and wound up in a fucking in a daycare. And they had this big square thing set up where all the kids are in it, and it's like a daycare.
They're like in cubbies?
Prison cell. No, like it's like a big
like
box
cubicles.
in the middle of the floor.
Oh, just like a pin.
Yeah, and I would be like, I bet you that's where they keep all the kids and they throw Cheetos at them during the day. I'm pretty positive that's what it was going down.
I had to install an air conditioner in a daycare once. And it was pretty much used to be a house, like a big 2-story house, like fairly narrow stairway. But I was doing it by myself all day. But you'd see like all the little cubbies they had, all the little kids' tables they had, and pretty much what you're describing, a big old children's gate pin in the living room to keep them all wrangled.
That's pretty much what it is, because the second I saw that, all the little kids were in there, and I'm like, there's probably survival at the fittest at this point. Like the ones who are taking care of them, they're probably asleep.
Yeah.
But the guy ran through the door and fucked up everybody's day.
Well, it's like when I was doing that air conditioner, since I was the only one by myself, I had to carry it up and downstairs by myself too, and that's a pain in the ass. I put a big old gash in one of their oil paintings upstairs. I just kind of like covered it up real nice. I was like, they'll blame the kids.
Who the fuck did this, little Troy? He's like, God, I swear I didn't do nothing.
But then again, in Georgia, in a lot of their daycares, they were having child fight club problems.
Child fight club. Remember the one?
Like there's like 2 or 3 in like a very short amount of time in Savannah.
Remember the ones in Albuquerque who got caught for fucking giving melatonin to the kids and gummy bears?
No.
They had snack time about 1 o'clock, give them all gummy bears, and they'd all fucking go to sleep.
That's fucking brilliant.
They got charged with the fucking felony
child endangerment
and everything because the parents didn't consent to them giving melatonin to them.
You could have killed my child. I didn't give him too much. Be glad I didn't give him Benadryl.
But they were always wondering why they would go pick up their kids when it was nap time.
Why is my kid unconscious? He was fucking annoying. I took care of it.
There's always that one parent that fucks it up for the workers.
He had to dime everybody out, huh?
Just had to dime everybody out.
What's like what's like people that record themselves doing illegal shit?
Yeah,
it's
idiots.
Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You fucking dumb shit.
Yeah. I don't know how the cops got this video. Yeah, they checked your phone.
You put it on Twitter, dipshit.
Yeah, you put it on a social media platform.
It went viral.
I learned that, you know all those rap videos that gang members and shit use to, like, flaunt their guns and rap videos and all that? Mm-hmm. Well, the ATF and the FBI and fucking local law enforcement agencies are pulling those videos of the guns, getting the serial numbers, running them for stolen, then they go find the guy that has it in his possession.
Unless those people did it the right way, went through a props department, and blah, 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 which doesn't sound like that's happening if you have the ATF and everybody involved.
Yeah, last time I checked, gang members don't buy props.
That reminds me. I started watching The King of Tulsa.
The King of Tulsa.
It's on Paramount Plus. It's Sylvester Stallone. He gets out of prison after 25 years.
And runs a trailer park.
No. He goes back to New York and all the crime bosses are there. They're like, yeah, we're sending you to Tulsa. It's like, what?
What the
It's like, yeah, you're gonna start up our shit up in Tulsa. So that's like the point of the show. But like the very end of the first episode, he meets this chick. He sleeps with her. Then she asks him how old he is. He's like 75, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Grandpa.
It's like that's too big of an age gap. Blah blah blah. Because she's maybe late 40s.
Could you tell in Sylvester Stallone's face that he's 70?
Not really. He looks pretty good. They did the plastic surgery. He looks pretty. He looks not freaky. He's not George Hamilton. But yeah, what was I going? I had a point.
I know, keep going.
I'm trying to think of it. Fuck.
I'm trying to think of it.
Oh, no. She's an ATF lady. For Tulsa. And they recent mobsters moved here, puts his picture on the screen. She's like, oh, fuck. I just fucked that dude.
Fucking ATF agents.
It's a pretty good show so far. It's only 1 episode out.
I watched We Die Young.
What is that?
It's on Netflix. It's a new movie that just came out about a young drug runner with the gang, with a pretty prestigious gang that's well known. And I just want to say that movie's shit. It's with Van Damme. Van Damme doesn't.
Van Damme's made a lot of bad movies. Though.
He doesn't say a word through the whole thing because he was like shot in the neck in the military and stuff on the video, and he looks like shit. He didn't break nobody's arm. He didn't roundhouse nobody. He didn't fucking fight nobody. He punched one guy in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. And then he drove the kids around in the car, and the kids had bricks of money and shit. It was so stupid. It was a big old... And then the gunfight that broke out at the end, It was so fucking stupid. Like, there's 2 FBI agents in full tack gear in a car. No other FBI agents around. It wasn't like a team of fucking agents. It was just 2 guys in a car. They got out and started shooting gang members just because they could.
It's like somebody like didn't try very hard in writing a movie and said,
At all.
I need to spend some money, otherwise the government's going to take my money.
Like, that producer was like a D-average student. Like, he just got by.
Look, you're no Kubrick. Not even a Spielberg. In fact, if you were their little cousin who had Down syndrome and picked up a video camera one day and said, I'm going to make a movie, I'd have faith in you. Unfortunately, you made this hot garbage, and...
I'd have faith in that guy versus the one that made We Die Young. Like, there was no
That's
effort
what I'm saying.
into it. No effort at all. It was very frustrating. I sat there for an hour and a half and watched that fucking video.
There's
so
a movie
stupid.
on Netflix. It's like called Interceptor.
Oh, I see.
That's Chris Hemsworth's wife that stars in that movie, and it is fucking terrible.
Is it?
It doesn't go anywhere. The whole movie. Her accent is so thick. Not in like, oh, you have a thick accent. That's kind of charming. It's just kind of annoying. It's like, God, this is terrible.
Point, it's like, sit out.
Yeah, it's like we should not have given you this money. I don't care who your husband is. This is bad.
That's funny. There's what do you call it? What are the movies? What's that? Spencer Confidential?
I like that.
That's a good movie.
It was. Really that and Coffee and Kareem came out about the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's a really good one, too.
I have to check that out. But Spencer Confidential, that was a damn good movie. I like that one. That was pretty good. It actually made sense.
Yeah.
And it was like a good plot and stuff like that.
It was like
besides this
2 steps down from the other guys.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't as funny, but it was like more coherent.
We need more movies like the other guys. Step Brothers.
Just fucking obscenely stupid.
Just funny.
There hasn't been a good stupid movie lately, though.
There hasn't. At all.
I mean, there was the new Beavis and Butthead movie.
I didn't see that one.
It's pretty good. It like draws you in the same way the Beavis and Butthead movie did, but it's not as good as that, but it's still better than the show.
After Beavis and Butthead Do America, I was like, it's over it.
So the show was over at that point anyway.
I don't know.
But that had a great soundtrack too.
They need to make a live character movie like from South Park. Like the kids are all real deal.
If they did an episode, maybe. Not a whole movie.
Just do a movie out there.
Shit, their last few movies are just 3-4 part episodes. That's pretty much all they are.
Dude, South Park comes out with some funny fucking shit. Like there's some borderline like shut them down shit. It's funny as shit.
I mean, they're good enough to be put on TV, so nobody's gonna shut them down. I guess.
Some pretty good shit.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
I just don't hurt too much.
That feels better.
Now we're good. And we're back.
What time are we at?
We're at 53 minutes, 21 seconds.
Well, let's not go off on a shitty kabang.
Why not?
Because it's shitty?
Oh, yeah. My bad. I need to think. What the fuck are we going to talk about in the next podcast? Seems like we're running out of shit to talk about.
Well, we're coming in here bullshitting with no real plan. That's why I said a little bit of news.
You hear that?
Movies
we
we've
have no plan
seen.
in this. No plan whatsoever. No plan.
Anybody else die in the last fucking 30 minutes? No.
Are they dead yet? Should be one of them.
That's a rough game to play. People don't like that. It's like, hey, how many grandmas you got? I got one. Oh, the others die?
I have no grandparents. What the fuck, man?
Are they all dead or what?
Yeah, they're all passed away. Never met both my grandpas. They passed away before I was born.
I still have one grandma left. And it's amazing that she's outlived everybody at this point. It's like, because I think she was the oldest anyway. Everybody, like, well, my mom's real mom is still alive, I think. But, I don't know.
Red Bull.
I do. There is a podcorn thing.
Podcorn.
So what podcorn is? It has something to do with sponsorships. Like you have to send a proposal over, I guess, for something like that. I'm not super keen on how that works. So we might do a commercial at some point for anything.
Oh, God.
Maybe even this, if you think about actually something to say for it.
Me and my wife are thinking about a commercial for my classroom.
Yeah.
And I kind of went off the hook, and she's like, okay, you're fucked up.
I mean, you just need to write a basic script saying this is what this business is, this is where it's located, and this is
but mine was
a brief breakdown.
That's about a 4. When I told my wife, I was about an 8.
Yeah, I got that. I'm just saying that's all you need.
I was juiced on Red Bull. Red Bull.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, this is a
Fuck you.
Back of the head, shit.
I threw your war trophies in the fucking river.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, see, sponsorship. Giveaway and contest.
This podcast is sponsored by Red Bull.
I fucking wish we
It
can't.
doesn't give you wings, but it does give you wings.
I don't know what that means, but we can't say that.
Of course we can say that. Sponsored by Red
No,
Bull.
I mean, I
Sponsor
actually
us.
have to take that out.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us. Fucking sponsor us. I'm tired of buying Red Bull already. I want free shit. I drink fucking 7 of those a week.
Really?
Yeah, every day. I want some free Red Bull shit.
I'll have days where I'll drink like three or 4. That's usually because I'm tired or whatever.
Yeah.
And then my back starts hurting. Like, this is a bad idea.
Should've done that.
This didn't work out at all how it needed it to. I don't know. I think that's all we got for this week, everybody. We do have a Twitter and an Instagram, and apparently I said the wrong thing for the Twitter last week because you're supposed to go by the @ thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also the greatest time to fucking start using Twitter or learning how to use it when it's going completely fucking under. So it's
Let's ride that bitch down, bro. Ride that boat till it sinks.
Our Twitter is @a non-specific pod. Or the one. No, don't fucking add words, dickhead.
@non-specific pod.
No.
That's what it is.
@a non-specific pod.
A non-specific pod.
Specific. @a non-specific pod.
Why did we pick a title that's so fucking difficult?
Because that's how it is.
A
The Instagram.
non-specific podcast.
Don't even try. Don't even start. Don't even try. The Instagram is nothing Pacific, non-specific.
Nothing Pacific, non-specific.
That's the Instagram. There's also a There's also a subreddit. So we want some kind of interaction. If anybody has ideas, suggestions.
Throw us a fucking bone here, man.
Because we don't know what we're doing. We're
want to talk
trying.
about funny shit, but we don't know what funny shit.
Yeah, it's the nothing at our subreddit is Nothing Pacific.
Yeah.
So, I'm Ibram.
I'm Marty.
Have a good night.
And an even better week.
Or not. You can go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Either fucking way doesn't affect us, okay?
Stop.
No, I'm not hitting stop because
I can't keep adding shit.
They're gonna fucking hear this today, okay? Have a fucked up week.
I'm just gonna cut it out.
Fucked up. We're all fucked up.
I'm just gonna cut it
Peace
out.
out, guys.